Well, welcome to West Country Wanderings. Similar to what I did last springtime, late spring, early summer, I did a little accommodation review where I was staying in Cornwall. Well, then I was staying just outside the town of Callington in East Cornwall. Today I'm somewhere different. I'm also in East Cornwall, but I'm in South East Cornwall. In fact, I'm in the beautiful Looe Valley just down there. I've actually come here by train. Last time I had to arrive by car because it was in the middle of nowhere. Well, this is in the middle of nowhere too, but just down there, literally 5-6 minutes walk away down the hill there is a railway, and that is the Looe Valley branch line. So I alighted at Keyne Wishing Well Halt. I just love that name, isn't that fantastic? Keyne Wishing Well Halt station, walked up the hill here to this wonderful piece of accommodation. Now the light is starting to fade, so that's why I've decided here just watch it up. But I haven't put my boots in properly. I just rushed out, so I thought I'd do it now before it gets dark. But yes, it's a wonderful shepherd's hut here with this magnificent view right down there, and I'll tell you how much I paid for this at the end. I know everyone says that, but yeah, because it's actually very good value. But please bear in mind we're in mid-January 2025 but I've chosen this week here because for the next few days, I'm here for 3 nights, it's forecast to be dry and mild. We've had it really cold, haven't we, first part of the year, but now I think it's about 10 or 11 degrees, which is a lot warmer than what it has been. In fact, I felt that the temperature was rising as I was coming down on the train when I alighted at Liskeard and called the Looe. But yeah, we've got a bit of a sunset there. That is in the direction of Bodmin Moor. And the town of Looe is down over that way, so I'll be doing a couple of videos in this area. I'll be visiting my daughter tomorrow and the day after. She lives in Liskeard, literally just a 15-minute train ride away up the line. Now please bear in mind, if you do come on the branch line, not all of the services stop at the halts. I think it's every other one. That's the first proviso. And the second thing is, if you get on at Looe or Liskeard wanting to alight at any of the halts, including the one here at Keyne Wishing Well Halt, you do need to tell the train manager first. Yes, otherwise you'll just sail through. But yes, I think there was actually one other gentleman. I think the guide was surprised there wasn't just me getting off, but somebody else as well. 2 people in one day. Probably hardly seen anyone get off there because there's virtually nothing here. The other thing is this accommodation, I've brought my own provisions because there are no shops anywhere near here. The nearest shops are in Liskeard or Looe, so I did a bit of shopping before I left home today in Gloucestershire and brought that with me, which was, I guess, a little bit of a struggle, but there is a fridge here. Let's go in now before it gets dark and have a look. Let's show you around here. So here now, you're probably just hearing the kettle whistling. I want a cup of tea because I've just got in literally 10-15 minutes ago. I thought, grab my camera out. So yes, we've got a delightful kettle here on the stove whistling away. So I'm looking forward to a cup of tea. I'm going to just turn that off a minute. I think that's the way. So that's just going off. So that's bored. I'll make a cup of tea in a moment after I finish filming this before the light goes. Nice big double bed here. So I'm just staying here on my own. But you do have these windows, all 3 sides here. So you've got nicely lit here. So that's really good. Looks a really comfy bed. I haven't been on it yet. I'll probably crash out a bit later. Brought my book with me. You do get a radio here, which is great, fantastic. And also there is Wi-Fi, so you can use your mobile phone or any other connected device. I brought my Kindle with me to read my little radio as well, because I didn't know there was a radio. There is, yes, a cafetiere, so for some coffee you need that. And quite a large fridge. Sometimes you only get these little dinky fridges, but yeah, quite a large fridge down there. Sorry if the light's going a little bit, but it's just a very quick tour today here. And you have quite a sizable bathroom there with... Trying to find the light switch. There we go. That's brought some light on it, isn't it? So, yeah, there we go. Hello. Yeah, so quite a large bathroom there. Large shower unit. The one I had in Callington was a bit smaller than that, and the overall feel to this is actually a bigger unit, indeed a much bigger unit. The other one did have an outside space as well, if you remember that video from probably about 7 or 8 months ago now. But you've got this deck here, so you have your own space here with 2 chairs there and a table. Also some more comfortable chairs down here, so if you get a nice sunny day, right down there, so that you've got the views right out there into the woodland, and also I can see just down there a hammock. Isn't that fantastic? So yeah, this has cost me, I think it was around, I've got it on booking.com. Originally was going to book for 2 nights, which was around about £115 for 2 nights, and I thought, oh, let's wonder what it'll be for 3 nights. So I added on the extra night here, so it brought it up to about, I think it was £155 for the 3 nights. Now, in the summer, you'll actually struggle to get 1 night anywhere in Cornwall for £155, but as I say, we're in January. It's very, very good value indeed, and as I say, you have this whole place to yourself for, well, whatever long you book it for. It's really, really clean, very well presented, fabulous. Oh, hello again. It's been a fantastic few days holiday here. I'll link the description of the property from booking.com in the description of today's video. I'm about to leave to catch a train back to Lisgar. I'm going to catch up with my daughter, and I'm going to catch a bigger train off to Gloucestershire again. It's almost like you've got your own private railway station here, because you're hailing indeed the train to stop. And word of warning, if you're doing that when it's dark, probably best to stand under the light to make sure that the train driver can see you. He normally gives a little toot on the train to know that he's seen you and he's prepared to stop. When you're leaving Lisgar, or indeed Looe, the train manager, train guard will come round and he'll check your ticket almost straight away, leaving either of those stations, so he will know that you need to get off at St Keyne, because it is a halt. But please bear in mind that only every other train leaving those places stops here at St Keyne. And if you're thinking to yourself, is there a Wishing Well here? Yes, there is. It's about a 10-minute walk in that direction village, but you turn left, head up the hill. And I did a video about that, probably about 3 years ago. See if I can link to that at the end of the description. But yeah, this is the halt here, and probably best, especially if it gets evening and darker, stand under this lamp here to wave here for the train coming in the direction of Looe if you want to go to Lisgar on the main line, or indeed the other direction if you want to go down to Looe. So stand over this side. There is a wonderful waiting shelter here, which I think was built around about 20-25 years ago. There were several of this design which were, so this is not original, but these were redone around the 1990s, 2000s. There's some on the Falmouth branch as well. The other thing to point out here, if you follow my canal series, I know this is accommodation review, but over here on that side there, you'll notice another arch of the bridge. That's the railway square one, but there's another arch there. That isn't for the Looe River, but it's for the Looe Canal, which went from the 1820s to the 1860s. Short canal from Moorswater, just outside of Lisgar, down to Terrace Bridge, where the River Looe comes tidal. And again, I did a video on that fairly recently, and I'll link to that one at the end of this video. But just a wonderful place here. There used to be, just an historical note, going back to the 80s and 90s, a museum here at St Keyne, and that was in this building here, that one there, that large shed there, and that was for poor Corin, who was had his organ collection here. But I think that stopped, I think probably about 10 years ago now. I'm not sure if the gentleman retired or whatever, but yeah, that was there, but that's no longer there. So if you do see occasional signs or references to that on the web, that's unfortunately no longer there. But you can walk, as I say, to Wishing Well. You can also walk up to St Keyne village itself, but it is quite a steep walk up the hill there. But it's just a beautiful and wonderful little halt here on the magnificent Looe Valley Line here in Cornwall. The first train is, I think, about 6:20 in the morning, leaving towards Lisgar, and round about then in the other direction towards Looe, and the last train leaves Lisgar at 9:05 in the evening. So it's not a bad service actually for a teeny tiny little halt. I didn't actually see anyone else using the halt all the time I was here, and often there was only a couple of other people on the train this time in January. Of course, in the summer, completely different story, because the trains get very, very busy going to Looe. But it's just magical and wonderful just to have that experience of hailing a train to stop. You can, of course, come here by car as well if you prefer that. There is a space here for one car right alongside the accommodation. Please bear in mind though that the lane here is very, very narrow. It's also quite potholy, obviously because of the number of tractors going up and down in places. Please take extra care when you come along it, but it's great. Other tip I can give you though is if you're coming to this accommodation or ones like this that are out in the countryside, please remember to bring a torch, because if you're walking say to a local pub, or from here in the case here from the station, there's obviously no street light and it's completely black once you step off the train, or indeed just come around there at the side to get your car. But there is, I think there's an automated light here on this particular one, which is great. But this accommodation here, it's been absolutely brilliant with the beautiful woodland there and the river just below me, and effectively like my own private little railway station. Hope you enjoyed this little tour of the accommodation here in the Looe Valley in the beautiful, beautiful Cornwall. See you soon. All the best for now. Cheers. Bye bye.